Good one, Elon. Okay, now bring out the real truck. Before you watch this video, know that I'm offering you a famously familiar choice. Not watching this video is like swallowing the blue pill. You will remain in a tranquil, happy state, believing the $100 that you put down will lead you to the truck you saw on stage. As you may have guessed, watching this video is the equivalent of taking the red pill and waking up to the harsh but comforting reality that what you saw on stage cannot be sold. My first question is, before rolling it onto the stage, did Tesla talk to someone who has owned a truck, used a truck, perhaps even driven a truck? Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla, suggests that the shape of a truck really hasn't changed significantly in 100 years, but neither has a hammer. And the reason is that they are both tools and they work. The entire styling looks borrowed, the seats from the seat of the original Star Trek, and the exterior lines from a 1980s video game. Or wait, is DeLorean missing plans for a big hatchback? Does the Cyber have a flux capacitor? Or did someone roll a steel toaster oven downhill? Typically, manufacturers will display a concept vehicle to gauge the reaction of the buying market. Tesla is asking you to vote with your dollars by placing a $100 deposit. Maybe they'll raise enough money to redesign the Cybertruck into a vehicle that people might actually buy. I even hate calling it a truck. Let's just call it the Cyber. If they can trick 10,000 people into a $100 deposit, they'll have $1 million to get it right. And if they actually get 100,000 folks, it'll be a whopping $10 million. Talk about crowdsourcing your development. Other electric truck manufacturers, like Rivian and Bollinger, are asking for $1,000 deposits, qualifying more truly interested buyers. Tesla has taken the low road, where less could net them more. They not only get some cash, but build a mailing list and find out which countries might take this monstrosity off their hands. Running footage doesn't show the truck doing any truck stuff. Like, where's the 3,500 pound payload? What weighs 3,500 pounds that will actually fit in that bed? Why isn't it shown towing something? And I don't mean the computer designed graphic that they show with a trailer. The ground clearance and approach angle suggests it's supposed to really go off-road. And by that I mean a rough road, not a dusty road. How are you supposed to access the bed behind the cab? Crawl in from the tailgate whenever you need something? Maybe you're supposed to use that incredible acceleration so it all slides to the tailgate. The brake light's lower with the tailgate, but that's okay, because no truck owner ever lowers the tailgate to carry loads longer than 6.5 feet, or removes the tailgate completely for easy access. I suspect that the two minuscule lights left in the bed rails won't pass the legal requirements, especially since there's a lack of a third brake light. Now, aside from the brake lights, the truck as shown isn't actually legal to drive in most states and provinces. The more minor infraction is the tires stick out past the fender flares, flinging dirt and water across the body of the truck and into the traffic behind you. But granted, many modified trucks are like this. More serious is that most states and provinces require an interior mirror and an exterior driver's side mirror. Maybe Tesla will offer these as a mandatory option package so you can actually drive it on the road. The wheels, or maybe they're actually hubcaps, are perfectly designed to be torn off or torn up when you get too close to a curb, or heaven forbid you should go off pavement and rub up against a rock. These protruding faux spokes are doomed. The Cyber looks like it was rushed to the reveal, from the design flaws that make it illegal to drive on the road to the unbreakable windows that broke on stage. Tesla should look at Gorilla Glass that came out 3 years ago for a more durable option. I mean, they show it withstanding ice balls fired from a hail cannon at 65 miles an hour. And do we need a truck with a bulletproof body and glass? We could buy one now in a gas or diesel version, but we don't, because we won't spend the money on something we don't need. More disconcerting is that for safety reasons, cars and trucks are designed with crumple zones. You stay safe because the vehicle gives way, slowing the deceleration and absorbing impact energy so it isn't transferred into the occupants. We gave up big heavy steel cars for a reason. Granted, you would expect the new Cyber to be safer than a 59 Bel Air, but what happens if you're in a safe car in an accident when you hit the equivalent of a steel wall, a Cyber, or when both drivers are in these steel bubbles? Do I hate everything about the Cyber? No. I like the idea of the integrated tailgate ramp, I like what appears to be great approach and departure angles, and I like the 16 inches of ground clearance. I like the range forecast at 500 miles on a charge in the triple motor version. I like that it comes stock with a roof-mounted light bar. And I like that it has onboard air. And I like what Elon Musk says the list prices will be. A starting price of $40,000 in a base model is compatible with other trucks, even though it's a two-wheel drive, and why would you buy a two-wheel drive truck? Well, I like the Bollinger better than the Cyber. The $125,000 price tag is way too high. And the base model Rivian is more reasonable, but still high at $70,000. Now, what hasn't been addressed in all electric trucks is the range while towing or hauling a heavy payload, and the lack of charging options in the wilderness for camping or overlanding. These uses are the reasons that many of us buy trucks. The battery draw on a loaded electric vehicle is enormous. If the range is cut by a third while towing uphill, you can't really get anywhere. 250 miles becomes 84 miles, and even the top end at 500 becomes a paltry 167 miles. That will require a lot of charge stations along your route, so you better not be in a rush with all those pit stops. Electric vehicles have the torque and the acceleration to do the job, just not for long. It may come across that I'm slightly biased against the Cyber, because I am. The vehicle as shown is a publicity stunt right down to the heavier all-wheel drive Tesla outpulling a lighter two-wheel drive F-150. The styling is clearly designed to polarize the market and generate comments on a truck that clearly cannot legally be sold as is to drive on the road. Tesla has ignored what truck buyers want, while companies like Rivian and Bollinger have nailed it. Both companies address our desire to go off-road. Bollinger styling attracting the old-school Land Rover Defender and Toyota Land Cruiser enthusiasts, and swinging for the Wrangler crowd with removable doors and roof. Rivian hits the mark with unique storage options for outdoor gear and great styling. It still looks like a truck, but like the future of trucks. I understand the need to generate publicity for a new product, but in my humble opinion, Tesla has taken it too far. Rein it in, Tesla. I'm confident you have the ability to build a good electric truck, but this is a failed, embarrassing way to enter the market. So here's my question. Please leave a comment down below. Are you planning to buy an electric truck in the next 3 years? If so, which one? And if the Cyber, the Bollinger, and the Rivian were all the same price, which one would you buy? And if you're definitely not planning to buy an electric truck, what's holding you back? I know I have my reasons. If you enjoyed this video, please share it. Smash that like button, and if you want to see more, please subscribe. And ring that bell so you're one of the first to know when a new video comes out. Till next time, stay safe, and we'll see you on the trails.